I like it. My brain was shaken up for multiple reasons. One, here's this guy giving credence to my career, not his desires, to my needs, not what he wants. Second of all, he also knows me enough as a person to say she's going to have FOMO. So let me give you a solution. I will handle our friends. तुम काम करके आ जाओ.
There's a wonderful anecdote about when your parents got one of their homes and they had a nameplate outside the door, which talked about your father and his designation, your mother, they're both doctors, and her designation, they were both in the army. And you turned around and said, "But what about me? Don't I live in the same house? Where's my nameplate?" I loved it. And your father didn't mock you for it. Your mother didn't mock you. They said, "Oh, yes, you're right. I mean, you share a home. We share it together. And why shouldn't your name be there?" So the nameplate is what I loved the most. It said, "Miss Mimi Priyanka Chopra, Upper KG." But it says so much about the way they raised you. It says so much about the love and confidence that they gave you. Now, throughout the book, there are two men who dominate the narrative: your father, don't get so worried, and your husband. Your father is such an intrinsic part of your life. You even have him on your wrist as a tattoo. Yes. And when you married Nick, that moment is also very well captured. It's very real. It's very tender. There's nothing dramatic about it. It's like a regular boy and girl. They go on a kind of a sort of a setup date. Do you want to tell us about that? How it happened?
I mean, it's it. People think that just because I'm a public person or I've lived more than half my life as a public person, that people know everything about me. There are books that have been written about me, articles that have been written about me. So people think, yeah, मुझे सब कुछ मालूम है. But I think people forget कि we may be smart too. I've gotten away with sharing very little bit of my life for a very long time. And I've been very private about, what I like to share and what I don't. But I think with my husband, it was the reason I chose to write about that moment in my life because nothing that surprised me as much as he did. He is an extremely secure, extremely conscientious man, someone who's very, very aware and solid on his own feet. And he just kind of swept me away when I met him. I kind of had discounted him a little bit. We'd been texting for 2 years or something. But I was at a place in my life where I was like, I want to get married. I want somebody who takes this seriously. He's in his 20s, God knows. And I didn't want to go down that road. So I discounted him for 2 years actually, till I met him properly.
Yeah.
And we went out, and I realized that this man is like a sense of balance for me. There's this one story I talk about in the book, which is very prevalent to what it really defines our relationship. And the moment I felt that, this is someone that can share my burdens for the rest of my life. I trust them to share my burdens. I never share my burdens with anyone, but with Nick, I do. And I think very early, our third group date or something, we were with a bunch of friends always. And I remember I had a meeting. My team from India had come, my team from America. It was like meeting of the continents. That doesn't happen very often. So वो date match watch करके, it was like a big thing. And we were on this boat, and everyone was like, no, don't go anywhere. And I was like, no, 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 I have to go. If somebody gave me a reason, maybe I won't go, like that thing,
Nakra.
dropping hints. Yeah, nakra. I mean, I'm Indian now, I can't help it. Little nakra will be there. So I'm doing all of that, like, oh, somebody drop a hint, and he's not taking my hint only. So after like 3 times I said it, he takes me aside and he goes, babe, I'm not going to tell you to cancel your meeting, because if you could have, you would have. I know how hard you've worked to be where you are. So I'm not going to be the one who tells you to cancel it. What I will do though, because I know you as a person, you also have FOMO, that you'll be feeling like, oh God, everyone is out and I'm at work. So what I'll do is I'll take our friends out. We'll wait till you finish your meeting and then we'll go out for drinks. I like it. My brain was shaken up for multiple reasons. One, here's this guy giving credence to my career, not his desires, to my needs, not what he wants. Second of all, he also knows me enough as a person to say she's going to have FOMO. So let me give you a solution. I will handle our friends, tum kaam karke aa jao.
Yeah.
I was mind blown with how much pride he shows towards my work, towards what drives me, and from such a balanced place that I'm. It was just I just knew at that moment.
If you've enjoyed the conversation that you just heard, do subscribe to our channel for much more.